Angelica's a Winnie.
The Rugrats are going to Paris. And Paris will never be the same.
Here we go.
Everyone's favorite characters are back in an all-new big-screen adventure. Join Tommy, Chucky, Phil and Lil, Angelica, Baby Dill, and the whole gang in a story that features exotic locations, thrilling action,
We got to go back. I don't know if I can, Tommy.
and an all-star cast of voices playing an array of new characters.
I think I just made a friend. The best part of being in a Rugrats movie is that you know about it before anybody else, and you get to see how it's made.
And now, join the Rugrats for an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at their new adventure.
The story of this movie is the quest for Chucky to find a mom.
Maybe we could use a Bobby's touch around here.
Chucky's journey leads around the world.
Yeah, we're going to Paris.
Oui, oui. He's speaking French already.
Witness the excitement.
And they don't only go to Paris, they actually go to Rugratsinparis.
Meet the new characters.
For the first time, we have a big villain in Rugrats.
Where did those filthy little bookends come from?
Say breathe!
I mean, the first one's great, but this one is wow.
Which one of you babies put your poopy diaper in my suitcase?
Somebody got up on the wrong side of the bread.
You're like family to me, Finster. Name your wish. Gosh, Bob, Father, I don't know what to wish for. Just pick something already.
For the creators of Rugratsinparis, the filmmaking journey began with a goal: to take the magic they created in the first film to a new level.
We knew that we couldn't do an equally good job on a second. We had to surpass that. The first one had a lot of fairy tale elements and getting lost in the woods and different animals. This one is a little bit more contemporary.
You gotta love the internet, Chaz. Behold the future of dating.
What are they doing?
My daddy's helping your daddy catch some dates in a net.
I think that children that know Rugrats are going to be in for a big surprise. The Rugrats are going to go to a foreign land. Chucky's going to look for a new mommy. And I think for adults, it's really a comedy.
I can't believe Angelica saw that movie last night.
I can't mother and merger at the same time.
The story begins with a wedding.
Grandpa gets a new dish. Lulu.
Let's give a warm round of applause to our #1 newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Lou and Lulu Pickle.
Come on, Lulu. Let's show these whippersnappers how it's done.
I just feel Lulu is very feisty and full of great character, and she's a young spirit. She kind of flirts with Lou, and she enjoys the male company, so she says, let's hit it.
I'm right behind you, sweet cakes. Yeah!
Now it's time for a special dance for all the kids and their moms.
The wedding is a happy family occasion for everyone, except Chucky, who realizes there's something missing from his life.
Right, Angelica. I know what I want to wish for now. I'd kinda like to have a new mommy. Sorry, Finster. That game's over. But that's my wish.
But the basic story of this film is Chucky wanting a new mom. Of course, there is also the story of Chaz feeling a bit lonely and wanting a wife.
Your daddy gets a new wife. That means you get a new mommy. I'm gonna get some mommy. And I bet she's gonna be clean and cuddly and nice.
But just as Chucky sets out to find a new mom, the Rugrats are invited on a trip to France and a theme park called Reptar.
Tommy's father is summoned to Paris to repair this giant robot.
In the first movie, we had Reptar as a wagon, which was built by Stu.
This is the Reptar wagon, the ultimate in toddler transportation.
And in this film, he actually created a giant robot Reptar.
He's a little bit of a kooky inventor, so he held it together with paper clips and rubber bands, and it broke down.
The reptile that you designed has broken down, and my boss is having a fit.
Reptar's a hit?
We need you to come to Paris on the next flight.
Okie dokie.
Hello? Mr. Pickles? Hello? Are you still there?
Hey, Pete.
Hello?
We're going to France.
Preparing for the trip is an adventure in itself for the Rugrats.
Of course, it involves the packing and going through the plane, and it just gives us all those chances to play comical reliefs and show what is it really takes for a family with a lot of kids to travel.
Oh, for feet's sake! Can't you see this is the no dumb baby section?
The filmmakers chose Paris as the primary location of the story because of its unique look.
Paris lends itself to incredible backgrounds. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It has very old and great architecture. We're just trying to bring all that beautiful landscape into the movie. Paris, it gives us a city, a romantic backdrop for a story where a man goes to find a wife and a child goes to find a mother.
Shortly after they arrive in Paris, the Rugrats meet Coco LaBouche, the woman who runs Euro Reptar.
Thousands of children laughing, escaping, frolicking. They disgust me.
Coco LaBouche is one of the all-time bad women, and she hates kids and lies and screams at everybody.
You have 5 seconds to come up with a reason why I should not lock you up forever and ever.
I love the fact that she's so outrageous and over the top. It's always much more fun to play a bad person than it is the good person.
Tick-tock.
I know where you can find a spiny little man with a brat of his own.
I think I just made a friend.
I was really hoping to prepare for the part they'd send me to Paris, but that didn't happen.
One of the greatest challenges for the filmmakers was creating a distinctive look that would match Coco's personality.
Coco LaBouche had to be a good-looking woman, but at the same time be very mean. So we went through a lot of designs. We made her long and thin, short and heavy, and we gave her a crooked nose, a straight nose. She went through a big gamma of things, and we ended up with a look that was close to what a fashion model would look like, and then turned it into a Rugrat-style character.
Sorry to interrupt your episode, but it's the boss.
Coco anticipates a big promotion when her boss, Mr. Yamaguchi, announces he's about to retire from Euro Reptar.
I've begun a search for my replacement.
Splendid. I accept.
The candidate should not be concerned only with money. They must understand what it means to bring joy to children.
Poor Coco, you know, she's just being discriminated against because she's a career woman without a family, and she can't advance herself unless she is married and can prove that she's a family-oriented person, which of course is the antithesis of who she really is. So she has to find herself an instant family.
In fact, I'm engaged to a wonderful man with a baby sing all his own.
Ah, congratulations, madame.
Coco sets her sights on Chaz and Chucky, and she turns on the charm to win them over.
And who's this devastatingly handsome red-haired man you are trying to hide from me?
That's my good friend, Chaz Finster.
No!
Enchanté.
Susan Sarandon did a terrific performance for us. She comes across like a very strong, evilish character. But even inside of that character, she can shift, because in front of the kids, she has to play this very sensitive and caring person. She's playing a little bit of both.
After all, children, they are my life.
But Coco's true personality always comes out when she's dealing with her assistant, Jean-Claude.
Tell me what buffoon is responsible for this head-challenged amphibian!
It's that gauche toy designer named Cucumber. No, Pickles.
I've done the voice for Jean-Claude, who's Coco's lackey.
I'll take care of it personally. Kira! Madame LaBouche wants her pickles now!
He's also very cynical, dry, and sarcastic. Gives her a hard time.
I see London, I see France, I see Coco's underpants.
Well, I think the animators really want to be there when you record it, because they watch your face very carefully, and they get lots of ideas just from the energy you bring to recording the voice. It's why so many animated characters end up resembling the actor.
Cynthia, that frosting flower has our names bitten all over it. Who do you babies think you are? I'm Tommy, and this is Lil. She calls us dumb.
The characters have always been at the heart of the Rugrats, and everyone has a favorite.
I love Tommy and Chucky.
Go get her, Chucky. She's right inside. You're right, Tommy. I'm gonna do it.
I like Angelica. I think she's fun.
You come to me on the day of this wedding and ask me to take care of the boys who made your brother cry?
Phil and Lil in some ways are my favorite because they're the infantile spirit of enthusiasm about life.
Hey, looks like it's time for dessert.
The little baby that sucks the pacifier all the time. I don't know the name of it.
They're all funny to me. Listen, lady, nobody messes with my dumb baby except me.
When the Rugrats go to Paris, they meet a series of new friends.
Do you live in Reptar Land? No, but this is where my mommy works, so I gets to come here all the time. Cool.
There's a new little girl named Kimmy. She's a kind of like a female Tommy.
What are you waiting for? Great, another Tommy.
Kimmy is a wonderful character. She's the one that has more energy than all the other babies. She just kind of gets into all these wild adventures.
Let's go see that princess, Chucky. Come on! I'll show you the shortcut.
Kimmy shows the Rugrats around Euro Reptar, where her mother works.
My character's name is Kira Watanabe, and she works as an assistant to Madame Labouche.
We tried to create a character who would be sort of the antithesis of Coco. She was gentle and kind and nurturing.
Once upon a time, there was a mighty dinosaur named Reptar. Everyone ran away from him except the beautiful princess.
Kira is nice, but she's so boring, you know. She doesn't have any of the danger that Coco has.
Why am I not some child's tender mother? Why?
Bringing the full spectrum of characters to life required the talents of hundreds of artists from around the world.
Bonjour. Welcome to Euro Reptar.
The creators of the Rugrats are known for their distinctive style of animation. For this film, their goal was to capture an international flavor.
We really wanted to bring in sort of the multicultural element here. Godward and I love the idea about having the Japanese theme park right in Paris. It's really ridiculous. And conceptually, it makes me laugh.
Welcome to Euro Reptar.
Euro Reptar is a completely different world of fantasy and technology, and we wanted to have a rich feel to the imagery.
The visual world of the film expands beyond the borders of the theme park when Reptar goes on a rampage through Paris with Chucky at the controls.
Out of my way, smug face!
We couldn't just pass up the opportunity to have one of those big moments from the classic Japanese monster movies when we had Chucky and the gang running this giant Reptar through the streets of Paris.
Stop! In the name of France!
Look, Chucky, I think they want us to stop.
And meeting the escargot, the French version of their giant monster.
You babies cannot hide from Jean-Claude, Super Escargot!
And by battling, they almost accidentally destroying half of Paris.
The exciting chase through the streets of Paris was technically one of the most challenging scenes to create.
We've got Tommy and Chucky inside a 10-story robot that needs to feel like a 3-year-old is driving it.
Stop wobbling, Chucky! Don't tell me, tell my feet!
So you've got this Reptar that should be moving stiff and like a robot does, but you've got a little kid going, I don't know what to do. You've got to make the Reptar look like he's being driven by the babies.
It is the skillful combination of cutting-edge animation and sound techniques that bring the Reptar chase to life. A team of Foley artists is responsible for creating an entire world of sound for the Rugrats. The effects range from the smallest footsteps of dogs to Reptar's wedgie, to the destruction of Paris.
We first get a look at a rough cut, and we go, okay, we're going to Reptar Land, and in Reptar Land there's ooey gooey world and huge Reptar robot. crashes through Paris. And we start thinking along those kind of lines, what are we going to need? And so then we take it from there. There's so many different sounds that we make that we just try and have a lot of stuff around us so that when we're working on something, just look around and go, yeah, that'll work. Or maybe if I put that with that, that'll make that sound.
Ugh, eating this goo is making my tummy bubbly. I thought you could only do that in the bathtub.
This job is a great deal of fun. It is.
With original music, distinctive animation, lovable characters, and a compelling story, Rugrats in Paris will add a new chapter to the magical world of the Rugrats.
We'll have action, we'll have scariness, we'll have all the emotions you want in a movie.
Hang on, you guys!
The drama is certainly there in this movie. There's a lot of good comedy. We have a great adventure.
The writing is so sharp that people of any age get it and love it and think it's funny.
Look, Philip! Party hats.
The intention is just to delight them.
That's gotta be one stinky duppy.
It's going to be fun for the audience to be introduced to this wild world of Perry.
Look! Up in the sky! It's a